This is a premium camera, and you want to protect it. Falcam has created a cage that not only gives you protection, gives you features that you don't have natively on the body, but it also doesn't take away from the beautiful aesthetics of the X2D and X2D II, which in my opinion is probably one of the most beautiful modern mirrorless cameras in the marketplace. And I think it's definitely worth the investment. Let's talk about it. All right, full disclosure, I'm partnering with Falcam on this video, but I've actually been using this cage for the past few months. And so when they reached out to me and they said, Bobby, would you be keen to do a video on this? I said, sure, because I've been using this. It has not left my camera since I got it. I love what this cage brings to the table in terms of features, in terms of durability, in terms of the size. I'm a big fan. So this is gonna be a very easy video for me to make. The camera is beautiful. And I've seen other options out there in the market, which are nice options. They add protection, but they take away from the beautiful aesthetics of the X2D and X2D II. And that's just not something that I want to roll with. And you might be like me and you're like, I want this camera to still look good. So what they've created here is the 6061 aluminum alloy cage, oxide layer 3 times thicker. So it's pretty much scratch and wear resistant. Now I haven't tried that to test it out, but I've had it for a few months and I've had no issues, no scratches, no anything to this. It looks brand new. So I'm going to take their word on it. But it's not that heavy. Without the L-mount plate, it's 171 grams. With this attached, it's 201 grams thereabouts. So it's really not that much more on the X2D II, but you get peace of mind. And one of the great things about this cage here is it protects all the edges. The only thing that is exposed is the lens mount because it does protrude off the body a little bit, and the eye cup. Everything else is protected. All the edges around the doors, you still have access to the rear display here, so you can tilt that out. That's not impeded in any way, shape, or form here. It's Arca Swiss compatible, which is great. And there's pins here, so once it's on your tripod, it's not going to fall out. That's going to protect it. Also, if you have a Falcam F38 plate, it's compatible for that as well. And it just is so well thought out. And it doesn't add much size to the camera overall because you want something that's small and lightweight and nimble because that's what Hasselblad designed. This cage complements it. And by the way, I said it earlier, the color on this matches the X2D II almost perfectly. Some other ones out there don't do that. This does it extremely well. Also, you have access to your hot shoe here. So if you want to, put a flash on there, it's not going to impede in any way, but it does protect the front of that there. So you're good on that regard. You can use your own straps because you have normal strap lugs here or inserts for strap lugs or Peak Design clips if you want to put that there versus using the proprietary Hasselblad straps that have this connection here. Some people don't like that because they say it can scratch the body. Then you have this on the cage. So again, I use my own L crown strap and I use the Peak Design clips inside the lugs and I'm good to go. But I want to walk you through a little bit of the features on this just to kind of give you an idea of what's in store. Now, when we go to the bottom of this, you're going to notice you have a little bit of a kind of a plastic plate here. This is for your AirTag. So you slot your AirTag in here before you put this on, and that's going to give you a little bit of extra peace of mind. Hopefully you don't ever lose your camera, but if you do, you have that included. You have all your screw mounts here so you can mount it to any tripod plate if you want to do that, if you don't have Arca Swiss. And also you have access to your battery. It doesn't impede in any way, shape, or form. And you can also access your doors. But there's an interesting way how this is designed because it has this bar that protects the side of the display and the edge of the camera. So there's a switch here that you push up that releases the lock on this bar and it stands up. Now you can put that down if you want, and then you have access to all your doors. What I tend to do is when I'm charging this is I open this up and then I close it and leave the door open while I'm charging so I don't have something sticking up and knocks me by accident because I would knock myself in the eye with that. Now, if you use the L-plate bracket, there is an adapter at the bottom that just covers the hole that you slide out. All metal, by the way. You slide this in, and then there's a screw that comes with it that you just screw to the bottom of it so you lock this in place. And you have adjustment layers here with that, what it looks like with the L-plate bracket on it, which personally, I don't use it, never have. But if you do need it, it's an option, but I just take it off. I put the cover plate there just so aesthetically it's clean and you're good to go. I like what Falcam's done with this because they've maintained the aesthetics as I talked about earlier, but the build quality of this feels very premium. So it is a few $100s. It's definitely an investment, but you're spending thousands of dollars on a camera body like this. So you want to protect it. But as you see from all the edges around the camera, the front, everything is all protected. So if you drop it, hopefully you never do that, you're going to be okay. You're not going to damage the body itself. By the way, you've already seen it, but this is the box. Looks like the Hasselblad X2D II box. And Falcam's done a really nice job, and I think at a lot of the cages out there that I've seen on the market, this matches perfectly for what I want. Sleek, understated, nobody knows I have it on the camera, but it gives me the protection and peace of mind, and the AirTag compatibility is absolutely awesome as well. So with that, guys, if you want to pick this up, I'll put a link in my description below. A big thanks to Falcam for partnering with me on this video, and yeah, I think if you want to protect your investment, this is the one to get. Take care, and I'll chat to you all very, very soon. Bye.